Shalom Akim, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to sincere Akim out there of the hopeful elect. All right, it's gonna be a short video, all right, about Donald Trump being a homosexual and him being gay. Okay, because I was checking out the Bishop's videos. Bishop Tzayawan, they had one of their latest videos, and they had mentioned the time when Donald Trump was hovering all over Giuliani while he was dressed in drag. All right, you know, and yeah, that was years ago. That was decades ago. You know, Giuliani had he had the wig, the makeup with the lipstick, and he had a dress on, and Donald Trump was basically, you know, yeah, it was all filmed on video, but he was pretending to be lusting after him. All right, Giuliani in drag, okay, but you know, like making fun of it, making light of it, you know, like in a joking way, you know. But you know, real men don't joke like that. You know, only homosexuals joke like that. And the so-called white man who come from the nation of Edom, they all homosexuals. We've been telling you that for a long time. All right, read the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. It tells you that the so-called white man, he's uplifted with pride, and the spirit that's in him is not upright. So, you know, these devils are Satan, man, meaning they're adverse to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which is the laws found written in the Bible. You know, when you read Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter and the 32nd verse, it tells you that their vine goes back to Sodom and Gomorrah, all right? You know, meaning what? Their origins, their beginnings. You know, when you look at the so-called white man, they like to say civilization started with the Greeks. And Alexander the Greek, he was basically a rough homosexual, man. Okay, a lot of them Caesars in Rome, they went into all kind of sexual immorality as well. All right, and the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah were known, or it's recorded in the Bible when you read the book of Genesis, the 18th chapter and the 19th chapter. It goes into how the Most High destroyed those cities for their sexual immoral acts, you know, which included homosexuality. I'm sure it included pedophilia and bestiality as well. You know, the Bible doesn't go into every detail about what was going on in that place, but it was certainly destroyed for its homosexual lifestyle that was taking place in those cities, man. All right, and Donald Trump, for him to be joking around with Giuliani like that, like all these so-called white boys, they all play around like that, man. They all, you know, these Edomites, that's how they joke. That shit is humorous to them, man. You know, the field that I work in construction, you know, you got porta johns and porta potties on the job, and white boys is always the ones doing the graffiti, drawing penises and balls all throughout the construction sites in them porta potties, man. You know, saying all kind of, you know, with nasty fucking words and shit written on it. You know, because these devils, they, you know, that's just in their nature to be gay like that, to be homosexuals. All right. But you know, when you look at Donald Trump, all right, and you know, you can clearly see that dude he got lust demons on him, man. All right. I remember I forgot who was interviewing that time when he was talking about how hot his daughter was, his own daughter. You know, no real man talks in that foul way about their children, all right, and nor do they do homosexual jokes with their buddies, with their friends or whatever, you know. But for him to describe his daughter as being hot, saying, "Who, what man wouldn't want to date her," and this, that, and the third, you don't talk about your daughter like that, man. You know. But that's the sexual deviant shit that these devils are into, man. Donald Trump, one of them, the president of the United States of America. All right. Let me bring out this scripture real quick. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. It says, "And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light." And I brought this scripture out per se because, you know, Donald Trump, you know, during his inauguration, his speech during his inauguration, he was talking about how, you know, the U.S. government is going to recognize only 2 genders, male and female. All right. So, you know, he's basically saying we're not going to recognize the LGBTQ alphabet community and transgenders and all this kind of shit. He said it's only 2 genders, male and female, right? Which is true. That's what the Lord said. The Lord created male and female, and he told them to multiply and be fruitful. That's in the scriptures. Donald Trump said that his favorite book is the Bible. He got sworn in on Lincoln's Bible. He got sworn in on his own Bible. All right. So Donald Trump, who is Satan himself, all right, which the word Satan, like I said earlier, means adversary, one who's adverse to the creation of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah's laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay. It says, in no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So now you got Donald Trump sitting there, with these big conservative views on recognizing, the two opposite sexes, male and female, and that's how they're going to identify people in the government. He's also talking about teaching the Bible in school, and this, that, and the third. So he's basically Satan transformed himself into an angel of light. He's talking these good things, okay? Talking about bringing America back to some type of normalcy, because everything is all fucked up, through with these, everything that these liberals have done, these Democrats and what have you, with this Aleister Crowley trip, do as thou will. You could be a homosexual, you can be gay, you can be binary, you could be this, that, and the third. Okay, Donald Trump said he's coming back to fix all of that. He mentioned in his inauguration speech that he believed God saved him, or God delivered him to save America, in reference to that mock assassination attempt on his life. Okay, so 2 Corinthians 11:14, it says, in no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. Right? All of these Republicans, these conservatives, because that's the party that he belonged to. They're trying to bring back, traditional values and things of that nature. All right. And they all wicked as hell, man, at the end of the day. It reads on to say, whose end shall be according to their works. Yeah, whose end shall be according to their works. All right. Because like I said, they all homosexuals, all the past presidents, I don't care whether they're Republicans or Democrats, they all homosexuals. They all went to the Bohemian Grove. They all did, these different ritual sacrifices, to gain power, and win the trust of the elites who set them up in office. Okay. They've done sacrifices. They've done all kind of shit, man. Homosexual acts and such, because they all gay at the end of the day. All right. That's why the Lord said he's going to judge them according to their works. All right. You can sit there and spew all of this righteous talk, but when the lights and the cameras ain't on and you go into them secret meetings and discussing all this wicked shit in them round table groups in these secret societies, all right, the Lord sees what's going on. He knows what's taking place, and he's going to judge them for that. When you look at Donald Trump, a day or two before his inauguration, during that weekend, he's throwing big parties and all of that because he's about to become the 47th president of the United States. He actually came out to the Village People singing that song YMCA. All right. Now, if you know anything about the Village People, some of you young brothers probably don't know. The Village People is basically they're basically a homosexual singing group or band or whatever that came out with a famous song YMCA. I don't know if that came out in the 70s or the 80s, but whichever decade that was the gayest song of the decade. But Donald Trump came out dancing to that shit, man. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. All right. And the word YMCA, it means Young Men's Christian Association. But there's nothing Christian about them. Okay. There's nothing Christ-like about them. All right. Because that's basically like a safe haven for homosexuals to practice all of their filth. That's why you had the Village People singing that song, saying it's fun to stay at the YMCA. And what Village People is it talking about? It's talking about the goddamn Greenwich Village, the village of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, so you had Trump out there singing, had them singing at them little pre-inauguration parties. He had the Village People singing, and them guys are straight up homosexuals, man. And they wear chaps. You got the one that's dressed up like an Indian, the one dressed up like a cop, the other one dressed up like a construction worker. And they just basically a homosexual band. And singing the song YMCA. All right. And Trump was all jamming to that shit, man. So Donald Trump is a goddamn homosexual. You want to say, okay, the thing with Giuliani, that was years ago. That was, 20 years ago, or whatever the case may be. But how do you explain him singing and dancing to the song YMCA a few days ago, a day or two ago before his inauguration? all right? Knowing what that song is all about, knowing what the people who sing that song is all about. The village people, they're gay as hell, man. Gay as all can be, all right? You know? So, man, I just want to share that with you. Occam out there, man. Don't be like the rest of the world fooled by this bullshit that Donald Trump is talking. That guy is clearly a homosexual. He's clearly Satan. He's an Edomite, and the Most High is going to destroy his wicked ass. All right, right along with his beloved America. Okay, so I'm gonna end things on that note. Say shalom while we're rocking to you brothers out there. Lord willing, I'll see you in the next one. Shalom.